welcome to the channel. Right, we're out for a walk. I'm going live, so I'm going truck spotting. So I'm going to do 3 20-minute videos because we're a bit pushed for time. Oh, shut your face! What is it? What time is it? We're a bit pushed for time, so I'll take. It's 10:15 now. I'm not going to be able to do a live stream once I get to the roundabout. What's the reason for that? Oh, this is technically boring. My gimbal broke. So I only have 3 devices, 3 phones. So it's the oldest one, the second oldest, and the newest. And right now you're on the newest. And the reason you're on the newest is it's got a SIM card in it, which is allowing us to log into YouTube live. Now, the problem is the gimbal's broken. You might be saying, what the fuck's that got to do with the price of cheese? Well, somebody's ordered some concrete, and that's what it's got to do with it. No, that's got nothing to do with it. Concrete is not in it. Let's walk along the pavement. Well, maybe that's not. Yeah, so lost my news over there. The gimbal's broken, it's getting fixed. There's a tin there. Therefore, the second phone, which is the reason why I bought the newest phone, would freeze when you're doing videos. So now this new phone does not do that. It has not done that. Wildlife, it has not done that, and it's not going to do that. So we get 5 million people watching. No, it's just 5. And so this is a quick truck spotting video. And what I've got 2 little stands. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Simple little things. These. Got another one. So I found it quite good last week. That's a selfie stick. Found it quite cool last week how we where's it? That there. Yeah. And I found it quite cool how I got some pretty good captured the trucks by putting these stands. Now that I've got 3 devices, we're going to have 3 videos. 20-minute videos. 3 20-minute videos. And what cocked up last week was, oh, that's going to happen again. Oh, fuck. Just realised the data went on the original phone, which is going to happen again because I haven't emptied it. Fuck you, Fanny. Oh well. Never mind. Should get something out of it. It's not awfully like going fishing right enough, innit? It's like, what the fuck are you going to catch? And we've got 6 people viewing now. And you know, just whatever really, I suppose. Building side, we've got Flexi mix concrete in about, versing in. It's all easy. For the most part, it's a man's job. Oh, I was arguing with Nat this morning. Oh god, it's dumb. Yeah, fucking half-wit. Scottish nationalist. Oh, dear. So what I suppose essentially what I was trying to say to the numpty. Hi. Enza. Hello. Hi Enza. Hope I've got your name right. If I haven't, it's tough. So, there's dog walkers. Well, basically what I was trying to get through this stick bastard was that globalism is the power structure. So, in Scotland and in England, every Wales have castles. And of course in Wales, that's a slightly different thing. They were used to totally overpower the Welsh. You know, the Welsh fucking power system. Same as Scotland. Anglo-Saxons got shoved out by the Normans. 1066. The Celts, it's ancient Britons, the Scots, Irish, it's probably, and the Danes. Well, the Danes sort of took over quite a large part of England. So I'm just trying to get I'm not giving you a comprehensive understanding of everything, because I don't understand it all myself, but I'm trying to, and I'm only picking up bits and pieces every now and again and forming my own opinions. So the power structure in Scotland. So who shut Grangemouth refinery when it got to? So they're blaming the British government. When actually it was all their fucking faults, because they decided that we wanted net zero, green energy, and that oil and gas is a bad boy. So, and also they've totally, so the people that he's supporting, that's the SNP, Scottish Nationalist Party, and the Scottish Greens, are even more evil than the British government are. So he's a dumpling, and he's not fucking listening to me. But he wouldn't, would he? So he's fucked off. So I shared him a video of the fire in Kilwinning next to people's houses. And that shows you what the government thinks of us. They don't give a shit about us. Okay? So you can stick your SNP pish where it belongs. However, I am aware I might be becoming dogmatic here yet. Hi. I'm in Perth. Are you in Perth, Scotland? Yes, good. I was up that way. I was at Meagle last Sunday. We went round the bottom part of Perth and across a new bridge, the River Tay. Enjoyed that. Well, what I didn't enjoy was the fucking speed humps all over the road, the A road, which is a part of the green communism. So green communism, green communism. So how do you work that out in your head? What is it? What is green communism? So firstly, you've got to, when you're going around your daily business and you see things here, in everyday life, over there, your electric minibuses at Bannockburn High School. Why? Why are they using an electric minibus? Well, it's part of green communism. So it's a cult group. It's a don't do any thinking, just do as we say. So electric minibus costs £80,000. Diesel one's 40. But you're paying for it, you and me, whether you like it or not. So it's an example of green communism. So the ultimate goal of green communism is to get rid of us, so that you've got sort of extreme reality of it. So there's people who'll be promoting it that don't agree with what I've just said, so they think it's for making the environment better. So you go back to, well, if it's for making the environment better, why do you spend £80,000 on an electric minibus and you're putting your children in it? It's got a lithium battery under it which could explode. So you get into all the ins and outs of all these different arguments, and so green communism is bad. It's bad for us. It doesn't want us to exist, is the culminating angle on it. And if you look at the Green Manifesto, Scottish Greens or the Green Party, they want to destabilise Western. They call it decolonise. So it's up to you really. Like, what does decolonise mean? So decolonise. They say, what does that mean? Well, that's back to getting rid of you. Decolonise. So you've colonised in their minds. I'm not saying you have. They're saying that, right? So it's anti-human rhetoric. So the people that are pushing it typically have got comfortable lives. The hypocrisy in it is quite high. They don't want to end their own existence. They're quite happy living the comfortable lives that they've got, and they sit there mumping about all that stuff. So there's an element that they don't actually know, or they don't agree with what I've just said. So they'll say, no, that's not what it's about. And you go, so well, it's about looking after the environment. You say, well, okay, then why did you build a battery facility next to these houses in Kilwinning when the pensioner lives there, couldn't really escape, he's standing there, and this fucking fire's going up, and there's toxic chemicals going all over the sea with the wind and all over the land, the farmland. So we could be eating fish that's contaminated, we could be eating carrots and potatoes, whatever, that's contaminated. And so this ordinary old guy, do the Scottish government give a shit about him? No, they don't. If you watch the footage, you can see that. I mean, it's kind of hard to, and they usually try and bury stuff like that, but I think it was just too difficult for them to bury that. Although they might try and do that, because that's what they do. So today I'm going to talk about, I've just remembered, I've been rabbiting on about net zero and how awful it is, and how Scottish nationalists have been totally and utterly used, but they deserve to be used, because the guy I was talking to on Facebook, his name was, I think it was Angus McGee. He's got like a tutor Scottish name. I can do that as well, you know. That doesn't make much fucking difference, does it, at the end of the day? You know, that's your identity. Fine, whatever, right? But the reality is you're fucked, and the people that you believe are there to help you are not going to help you, and it's proven that they've not. So generally my whole holistic overview of this is do not trust politicians, and whilst I would advise people to vote for the Reform Party, I'm not actually convinced that they'll turn into a bunch of twats as well when they get in power. They might even follow the net zero thing, who knows. But the other thing to do is don't vote at all, which is what I do, but that's up to you. I would say vote for the Reform Party, because these other parasites need a kicking. And however, see, that's the thing, you can say that. Did I say that? And you could take that literally, or you could say, oh well, I didn't mean it literally, I meant it metaphorically. So what I'm going to talk about is Silver Hot Takes and Craig Houston. Silver Hot Takes, Craig Houston. So I watched I'm not subscribed to them. Fundamentally it's because I don't like them. It's really how I do things. I'll subscribe to you if I like you, but if I find your content interesting, I might still watch it. So Silver Hot Takes and Craig Houston, I didn't fall out with them, but they just ignored me, because I was trying to remonstrate with the two of them. Their view on the Gender Recognition Act 2000 and I don't know when it was. Was it 2004? And there's the Equality Act 2010, and the two of them would not engage with me, so I went and deleted my comments. So basically I've got a sort of liberal approach to that, but the reason I sort of like watching them was because I'm against net zero and that sort of thing. So it's just that thing of ticking boxes. So Craig Houston engaged with me at first a couple of years ago, and I was just basically, my position with it is that you can't like completely ignore. So a lot of this came about with the sort of women, and the definition of a woman really was what it was, and women's spaces and that sort of argument that popped up because what was that stupid cow that wrote Harry Potter? J.K. Rowling gave money to a bunch of radical feminists in Scotland to take the British government to court over the definition of a woman. And they didn't win it, but what they thought they won it. The definition of a woman, according to them, is you have to be biologically female from birth. So the situation I'm in is my birth certificate is female because the British government changed it to female under a court tribunal in 2015. So my birth certificate is F on it, but I wasn't born female. I was born male, or I was assigned male at birth. So what I was trying to get through to Craig Houston and Silver Hot Takes was really the nuances with this, and there is people who have done that. So I don't know. It's not a huge amount. It's a few thousand people. You know, it's not a massive amount. There's probably more people in this where I am right now in this town than the amount of people in the UK that have changed their birth certificates, their identity. It's your gender identity. So I tried to discuss that with them and they wouldn't have it at all. Right, so Craig Houston engaged me a little bit, and then I wrote up some pretty well wrote stuff, and I kind of realised I was banging my head against a brick wall and that they didn't want to know, or they didn't want to listen to me, or the two of them, Craig Houston and Silver Hot Takes, perhaps thought, oh, this is an utter here, this is one of these transgenders, we could land up in trouble with the police. Well, Craig Houston the difference is Craig Houston lives in Scotland, Silver Hot Takes is in England. They're both similar demographics, they're both middle-aged men, you know, probably semi-retired or something. They've obviously got a lot of time to make these videos. I don't know what they're living off of pensions or something, I would imagine. They're not stupid men, you know, they're reasonably intelligent, but they're both not happy the way things are going. So I deleted the comments. I thought, I'm wasting my time, they're not going to listen to me. I actually got into trouble over Silver Hot Takes. Well, it was my own fault. I can't even really explain it really very well here, but it was about chromosomes, and it was over the boxer, Iman Khalif. It was about the chromosomes, and it was considered to be medical misinformation. So have I even broke the rules by even saying that? Maybe, but I'm not saying any more than that. So my channel got restricted for a short while. So the thing with YouTube, you have to be very careful how it all sort of... You get yourself into trouble. I could. But so obviously Silver Hot Takes and Craig Houston have both been arrested, that's my point, right? Sorry it took so long. They've both been arrested. I'm watching the video, the post-arrest video that they make. So when you get arrested, I mean, I've been arrested when? For 30, that was when I was drunk, I can't even remember, it was 40 years ago, right? So I was completely drunk at that time. So I don't know if there's really much point in me going over that. It's quite a humiliating experience, and it's supposed to be, it's designed to be that way. So Craig Houston got chucked out of there and only had £4 in his pocket or something. And they'd seized his phone. So he was like, so he's talking about this and I'm going, you moron. So he buys everything on his phone. So he's not safeguarding himself. That maybe I haven't, well, maybe I'm more advanced than he is, but you need to safeguard yourself from the system. And he hasn't done that. So when he got out of jail, he couldn't, well, he was kind of stuck. You know, I don't know if he was going to get an Uber or what to get home. Or a train. And so he talked about that in the video, and I'm just like, you're dumpling. But I shouldn't laugh, because it could happen to be you or anyone. So you go and put your opinions on the internet, which he's done. So it's like the thing in Scotland, they brought out all these hate crime laws and everything. They brought them all out, everybody knows about it. The slightest thing, they decide they'll come and lock you up, they'll arrest you, they could do it to me if they wanted to. Something I've said, probably something I've said earlier, they'll do it, they'll come along and arrest you, lock you up. And even though they might not prosecute the two, well, the ones in England, I don't know what's happening with Silver Hot Takes' arrest. But well, it could be that you get admonished or something, but they've put, they're putting their exercising their power on you. Now you're not going to be able to go in, well, you're going to be worried, aren't you, what you say on the internet, what you say in your YouTube videos. And the other mistake that Craig Houston made is he's monetised. That's what, well, it seems like that. I think what he was saying is that's how he makes his living. I mean, how dumb is that? So now you're not like, you've no device to make videos with because they seized it off you. It just seems a bit. So I think partly what's happening here is I'm seeing these successful men and not realising they're actually dumplings. Like me, I'm a dumpling. So they think they're successful, but they're dumplings. Idiots. Right, so Craig Houston's probably in a more perilous, I don't know, look what they did to Tommy Robinson. Look what they did to Tommy Robinson. Look what they did. Right, so the whole point of what I'm saying, there is a certain level of satisfaction I'm getting because they didn't want to talk to me rationally about this transgender topic. They just wanted to follow J.K. Rowling's position with it and be totally belligerent, or they just didn't want to talk to me. So I'm getting a sense of satisfaction with the two of them getting arrested. So that's the two people that I tried to engage with in a sort of intelligent way, in a sort of nuanced way, trying to get through to them, and they both totally ignored me. Right? So you say, well, why did they ignore you? Well, one, it could be because they thought they might get arrested, because they know my demographic, right? But so you say, oh, well, that was clever. You avoided getting arrested, having an argument with Lucinda. Lucinda might phone the police, which I wouldn't, obviously, but they don't know that. So then they've went and done it with, guess which is the other danger in Scotland? The religion of peace. I'll let you work that out. Good pair of clowns. Absolute pair of fannies. Oh well, she's tricked to stick to truck spotting. Right, so I'll maybe do something on that later, but I don't think they should have been arrested. I don't think Craig Houston should be arrested. But I'm getting a small narcissistic feed off it. A little very small sense of satisfaction because he didn't engage with me and he probably thought I was an umpty. I am an umpty. But then guess what? He's an umpty as well. And the problem with that is you've got these two guys. I'm using them here in this. They're both white. I don't know if they're middle class. Silver Hot Takes seems middle class. Craig Houston probably is. It looks like he's had some kind of professional capacity. I don't know what he did for a living. But he's from Glasgow. And that marks against him right enough, aye. But I mean, so what's the point? So now, so this is the thing where I wouldn't want this. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants to get arrested, right? But the problem is, everyday domestic, so they're not, these channels they've got, they're obviously a lot more successful than mine, but it's not that successful. I don't know what they're making. They'll be making money, but not that much. So now they're going to go for their car insurance and stuff like that. Now ask questions when you're filling in car insurance. Have you been arrested or something, or convicted of a crime, all this sort of stuff. And it's horrible what happens. The system turns on you. So in a while, but then on the other hand, the two of them might become sort of infamous as well. So Craig Houston's subscriber rate might quadruple or something. He could become but who wants to be like Tommy Robinson? It's like, who wants to be that? Nobody wants to be that. I mean, you want to be locked up all the time. Now Tommy Robinson's come out of jail, there's more stuff they've got on him. Is he really changing things? Is he really helping things? I don't know. Or maybe I'm just sort of like, I don't have this courage that these lot have got. Oh, how can I go and fight that system? I'm just in it and I'm just like observing it. I'm not not capable. I don't want to find all my insurance for my cars goes up. You know, because I've been convicted of a hate crime, for example, right? So that's the reality of it, and that's how the system punishes you. And it's punishing them. Tommy Robinson probably can't get on. His life should be successful. He should be successfully set up and everything, and he isn't. But maybe he thinks it's worth it. I hope it is, but I don't know if it is. Sorry, there's not that many people watching this, but I'm going on about this. This is important. So, maybe it's not that entertaining, but it's oh, this stuff's all rotten. It's important. Oh, I don't know what the answers are. I already said that. I'm not necessarily against them, but I'm getting a bit of satisfaction, yeah. So that's nasty, isn't it? The police have come round and... But it's because of this woman. See, I hate watching, I don't get into this too much. It's a woman counsellor. Reported them to the police in the wood. So you've got a white man, and you've got a woman counsellor who's not ethnically from here, as in Scotland or England, not British. Well, see, maybe it's British, yeah. Right, so there's a definition of British. You can be British and obviously not be white. So she perhaps is British, but she's not a white British person. Ancient Britons. A Briton, the Scots and English, their DNA and everything's... This is all political shit. But anyway, said hi Cindy. Yeah, so I've been rabbiting on about Craig Houston and getting arrested. And Silver Hot Takes, he got arrested a few months ago. I just say that, like Craig Houston, he seems alright, but you just wonder if it's some little angry guy that's sitting there. And he started doing these videos, and it's the same with Silver Hot Takes. Silver Hot Takes English, he seems more bitter, I think. Like, but they're both very similar actually, and they've both been arrested. So that's what happens when you speak out. Keep your gob. Don't keep it shut, but just keep it careful. Right, so we've made it. We're here. We're going to do a video. Well, yeah, do we? I suppose. David, do we need them? Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not necessarily against them, but I think they're a bit dim, some of them. I'm not. I think. There's who gets it right all the time. I think it was inevitable it was going to happen. But Craig Houston said that he'd checked over the video and he couldn't find anything wrong with it. But that's not the point. I mean, the hate crime laws in Scotland are so tight that you could be arrested even if you didn't do a video. I mean, it's like it's been staring them in the face. It's like Scotland's actually worse than England for that because of the legislation brought by the Scottish Numpty Party and Holyrood. Right, it's like, well, yeah, but I'm not going to stand here and argue that, you know, that the British government's somehow all right, because it isn't. They're all criminals, a lot of them. See, I could get arrested for that, right? That's me just said that again. But you need to be a particular demographic, and because I'm no white, I am white. What the fuck are you not white? Because you're white. No, I'm pink, right? I'm of Norwegian. No, I'm not. I don't even know that. I'm probably Scandinavian and British and ancient Britain. Scot, Irish, all that shit all mingled in together. That's what I am. Which is what they don't like. Well, they like it, and it's just a power trip over white people, isn't it? Because the people that are in power are white, but they're flying around their Learjets and just laughing at us, so they don't give a shit. Hey, where are you starting your video? Why don't you start it along here? I'm going to have to end the live, unfortunately, because... But thanks for that comment, David. But go and look it up. I mean, it might do them well. They might land up the channels could go huge, you know. I'm not convinced they will, but they might. Yeah, so I can't do the live stream and well, I could actually. I could do the live stream carrying on the video, but the problem is my gimbal's broken. You keep telling people this shit and nobody cares. And well, we'll make it quick. I'll just stay here, right? And what we'll do is we'll put this one. Oh, we'll get organised. See what we've got here. Right, so this is got that one started up. Right, so what we need to do is put that down there. Oh shit! Can you just watch the traffic now while I start to tell it, right? Still there. I'm going to set this one up. I've set that one there. Now the only thing that could go wrong here is somebody could drive over the top of it, which wouldn't be a good result. No. So what we're going to do is, are you still there? So we've got that one sitting there. That's a bit dodgy, that. Sitting right there like that. I think that's dodgy. Somebody will crash right into that. And of course we've got to keep an eye on the environment as well, because it could be the, it could be, there's that guy, he peeped at us before. I wonder if it's the same guy. Nah, probably not. Well, it's the same truck. Nah, there'll be loads of these trucks. So we've got to get over here. I think I might end the live in a minute because it's getting a bit precarious doing both. The plan was to put that Callahan. Alright, I think we'll maybe put this over here. Then we'll do it. Did I say it was 20 minutes? Didn't I? Dream jet. That looks like a cool van. That I'd like to have a van like that. So right, we've got a space here. Get over. There's a big truck coming down though, but get over to the island. So we get. So we go over. No. So we've got this truck here, this one, the car transporter, right, oh, where are we? So the plan is to put this one here, right there. Right, and are you catching the traffic? Right, let's get some trucks there, right? So I think what we'll do is we'll also, Hello and welcome to this video. So we've got you there, or there. Right, we're going now. I'm going to do another video, right? So live stream's ending. So thanks for joining it. We're set up now. I'm just going to video with this one, and then I'm going to go. It's going to be 20 minutes, less, 15 maybe. Bang!